month's release from Waffle Flower is called the Butterfly Blossom release, and it definitely has me dreaming of spring. Hi everyone, I'm Rebecca Keppel, and in today's video I'll be sharing some of that Waffle Flower Butterfly Blossom release and making a few cards. So let's take a look at the items that I'll be working with today. First up, this is the Butterfly Blossom texture die. It cuts out the shape and it embosses and does small cuts to the butterflies and flowers. This is the Butterfly Blossom die. Now, this is not a texture die. This actually cuts out all of these butterflies individually, as well as the different flowers. There are butterfly centers and flower centers as well, and those line up on that background texture die. This is the Butterfly Blossom coloring stencils. Now, this stencil set will color in that background texture die. So you have a number of stencils. They're very easy to line up, especially once you die cut that background. This is the Postage Collage Butterfly stencil. I know you all love the Postage Collage stencils. This one is fabulous with these butterflies. And this is a new item. This is the Postage Collage Spring Breeze stencil. That's a stencil that can be used on an A2 background or on that Postage Collage die background. This is the Paper Hug Sentiment Stamps and Dies. This stamp set is just amazing. I love it. I love the fonts, the straight and the script, and those sweet sentiments. This is the Overlapping Hello Friend Die and Stencil. I'll show you exactly how to use that as well. So first things first, I am taking my grip mat, placing it on my glass mat. Then I cut out the original Postage Collage die and I place that down on the grip mat. And then I'll place that butterfly, the Postage Collage Butterfly stencil, the first stencil right on top. Now, you can't see this in camera, but at the top of the stencil, they will tell you whether you're coloring in a light color or a darker color or a medium color. And so this is the first stencil, so it's going to be a light color. Now, I am having some fun, especially because I'm able to use these shader brushes, which keep the ink into one part of the stencil. You don't really have to do any masking off or anything like that. The shader brushes will allow you to blend right over just one butterfly of the stencil. So I'm using the Waffle Flower Shader +1 brushes. Those get lots of ink down pretty quickly. And I'm using the double-ended Shader +1 with the rainbow barrels. And so since I'm doing that, I thought I would do a rainbow of colors of these butterflies. These are all bright, colorful inks from Catherine Pooler Designs. And you can see that I have a pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, and then I'll even do that purple. A lot of times I end up skipping the purple, but this time it fit in perfectly. And look at those backgrounds for the butterflies. Now this is the second stencil. This is a slightly darker color. So I'm using the same color and a slightly darker shade for each of those butterflies. And that is something you can definitely do when you have multiple colors of ink. But if you don't, you can use the same color right on top. It will be darker in that spot simply because you blended twice over that area. Same thing here. This is the darkest shade of each of these colors. And instead of doing, say, black for the butterfly bodies, I did the darkest shade for each of these colors. And I really, really like the way that this is going to turn out, especially because I am loving bright colors again after kind of the winter and holidays. I know lots of you are still in winter, but it is warming up where I am. So at least I have some pretty colors to make cards with. So that is that first Butterfly Collage stencil. Next, let's use the Postage Collage Spring Breeze stencil. I mentioned you can use it over the Postage Collage die or just over a regular A2 piece of cardstock. So I'm going to show you both. Here it is lined up over the Postage Collage die, and you'll see that because the stencil goes over that edge, you're going to get a really great design of full bleed on that Postage Collage die. But it also fits in perfectly. So it definitely works exactly right for the Postage Collage die and also for an A2. And I'll show you an A2 after we finish this one. For this one, I am using the larger Waffle Flower blending brushes, so I can just use one color ink per stencil, and I'm doing a variety of pinks and corals. This time I'm using Distress Oxide inks. I also love using these over stencils because the blend is so nice and smooth. This time for the bodies of the butterflies and also for the flower centers, I'm using Black Soot. This way it'll be a nice pop of contrast on the light color pink and coral background that I've created. The only thing that's green are the leaves and stems. But check that out. That Postage Collage stencil looks perfect on the Postage Collage die, but it's so great that it is full bleed. It goes all the way to the right, left, top, and bottom. And I just love that look. I think that's so fun and different. So here is that same stencil set, but over an A2 piece of cardstock. So again, it is going to be full bleed. Now there is lines on the stencils that will show you where to line up the A2 piece of cardstock underneath. Again, that is very difficult to see in camera, but that is how I am allowed to be able to line up each of these stencils on the cardstock without making a mistake and getting them all nice and lined up so that they can go all the way to the right edge, left edge, top, and bottom. This time I did blues and purples. You can really have fun with a number of color combinations. So here are the two next to each other. You can see the Postage Collage die is smaller, but both look exactly like they should. This is the Hello Friend overlapping stencil and die set. So Waffle Flower recommends that you cut out the words first, and I do think that makes it much easier. So I die cut both of the backgrounds, and now I'm lining up the stencil. This one small stencil has 3 areas to stencil in the hello and 3 for the friend, all on this one tiny stencil. You're just going to move it up and down and then rotate it, and you'll be able to see exactly where they all line up. Each of the words has little lines as well as areas to see where the ones you've already stenciled line up. This all makes sense when you look at it right in person, but just so you know, it's very easy to line these up, and you can do 3 different colors here so that you really get a fun kind of blend from color to color. Next, I wanted to show you the Butterfly Blossom texture die and the stencils that go along with it. So once again, I am using 1 color per stencil, but I am also using the Shader Plus brushes. I wasn't sure if I was going to use 1 color or not, but it really looks nice to just have a few colors on this background. So I have pinks for the butterflies, orange and yellow for the different flowers, and then a darker pink for the butterfly accents, and then a little bit of green for those leaves. And that just kind of limits how many colors are going to be on this background, because otherwise I felt like it was going to get a little too busy. Here I just wanted to stamp some of the Paper Hug sentiments onto some white cardstock. I'm stamping them with VersaFine black onyx ink, and then once I have them stamped out, I have the dies, so I will cut them all out, and that just allows you to pop them up on your cards. Now let's use this new release to make a few cards. For this first card, I used the Butterfly Blossom texture die, cut that out of white cardstock and pop that up on an A2 piece of white cardstock. Then I cut out the Butterfly Blossom dies out of 3 colors of cardstock and cut out the butterfly centers and flower centers out of gold mirror cardstock and adhere those down with some adhesive, some liquid adhesive using the My Sweet Petunia Precision Glue Press. And I love that you can cut out the different flowers out of different colors because they are linked together. So you don't have a bunch of teeny tiny little dies floating around. You have 2 flowers linked together, all 3 butterflies linked together, and the other 2 flowers linked together. It makes it really easy to keep track of your dies and also easy to see which ones are the same. Next, you'll just line them up on that background. There are overlapping shapes on the background, so just have fun lining them up. Use a couple of different colors here so that it doesn't get too busy. And then I added the Hello Friend die and stencil on top. For this background, which is made with the Postage Spring Breeze stencils, I've cut this one down. This is the A2 background. I cut it down to 4 by 5 1/4 so I can mat it on some darker color of cardstock that coordinates really well with the inks that I used. And then I used one of the sentiments and popped that up. Like I mentioned, I love popping up sentiments on the background, and then some waffle flower candy dots sprinkled around some of the open spaces in that background just to add a little bit of dimension and shine. This card is so easy to put together and comes out so pretty because of that stencil. Here again, I have that Butterfly Blossom texture die. This is the one that we colored in with the stencil. So I'll pop that up on a gold mirror background and then use some of those candy dots for the centers of the flowers. So again, limit yourself to a couple of colors. That will really tie the whole card together if you can then use the candy dots in similar colors. I even used them on the tips of the butterfly wings and then popped up another paper hug sentiment that says "Take care, friend" on top of that texture die. For this card, I'm starting with that Postage Collage butterfly stencil that I created in the rainbow of colors. And now I'm adding the Postage Collage stamp set, that original stamp set that has little increments of the cost of the stamps and things like that to add. I just stamped those in VersaFine Black Onyx ink right over some of the colorful cardstock. And then I matted it on an A2 white background and popped up the sentiment on top. I love this card. It was so fun to create. For the Postage Collage Spring Breeze stencil, I matted it on some pink cardstock, popped that up, and then popped up the sentiment on top. I don't know about you, I really don't want spring or summer to come too soon, but this release really has me dreaming about beautiful flowers and butterflies and springtime. But I'd love to hear if anything caught your eye. Let me know in the comments below. As always, I want to thank you so much for stopping by and spending time with me today. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you again soon. Okay, now it's on. It is definitely on. I went through the whole thing and it wasn't on at all. That's always good. It's a great way to start the day.